you bothered by your legs touching each other? Don't be bothered, because what I'm going to tell you today may be the most mind-blowing thing you've heard in years, but it's based entirely on anatomical facts, and you'll wish you had known it sooner. Those stubborn fats on your inner thighs, they're not just fat. Yes, you heard right. You've been misled by false information until now. But today is different, because today I'm going to talk about a fact based on biomechanics, accepted in the world of kinesiology, and based on the principles of posture correction. It consists of 4 scientific techniques that you can apply in your own home without spending a penny. In this video, you will learn why your inner thighs are really widening, the secret of the pelvic angle that is often overlooked in modern medicine, how to regain tissue firmness in 30 days with 4 basic techniques, and how to speed up the results with 3 natural foods that reduce edema. But first, a question. What do you feel when you look at your inner thighs in the mirror? Don't answer now. I'll ask again at the end of the video. Our modern lifestyle is damaging our pelvis or hip bone. Sitting for long periods shortens the hip flexors and causes the pelvis to tilt forward. In medicine, we call this anterior pelvic tilt, APT. A study conducted in 2011 shows that approximately 75 to 85% of individuals have this posture disorder. Even if your pelvis tilts forward by just 5 degrees, the activation of your inner thigh muscles decreases by 30%. This means that even when you walk, those muscles are not working. These techniques are not made up. They are specific movements included in physical therapy protocols. Clinical observations show that people who perform proper posture exercises and muscle activation experience a reduction of 3.5 to 5 centimetres in their inner thigh circumference within the first 4 to 8 weeks. Most of this is not fat loss, but rather tissue settling into place and the elimination of edema. Either you ignore what I've told you today and struggle with knee and back pain 5 years from now, or you listen today and smile at yourself in the mirror 30 days from now. Your children might not recognise you. If you want your children to recognise you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Biological fact. What is inner thigh fat actually? So what exactly is this fat that accumulates in the inner thigh area, and why is it so difficult to lose? Inner thigh fat is a layer of fat that accumulates just beneath your skin. In medicine, this is called subcutaneous fat. But there is a very important detail here. The fat cells in the inner thigh area are very different from fat cells in other areas of the body. The fat cells in this area carry special receptors that act as locks. These receptors are called alpha-2 receptors and work just like a door lock. Under normal conditions, when your body wants to burn fat, it sends signals to these cells. But when this lock is closed, the fat burning signals are blocked. Simply put, even if your body says burn fat, the fat cells in this area say, no, I'm staying right here. That's why the inner thigh area is much more resistant than the abdomen, arms, or back. Research shows that fat cells in the inner thigh and buttock areas have 5 to 6 times more of these inhibitory locks. This explains why classic diets don't work in this area. I'm about to reveal some jaw-dropping techniques. The last one might shock you. 4. Technique, pelvic tilt. Exercise, activating the deep muscles. One of the first things you need to do to get rid of inner thigh fat is to work the passive muscles in this area. When you sit still for long periods of time, poor posture habits, or a sedentary lifestyle cause the muscles in your abdomen and pelvis to become dormant. When these muscles are dormant, blood circulation in the area slows down and fat burning becomes difficult. How to do the exercise. Lie on your back, bend your knees and press your feet flat on the floor with your feet about hip width apart. Let your arms rest comfortably at your sides. Now place one hand under your lower back. You will feel a small gap between your spine and the floor. We want to close this gap. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, pull your belly in and press your spine toward the floor. Your goal is to completely close that gap underneath you, as if you were pressing your spine into the floor like a seal. Your hand will feel tight. This is a sign that you're doing it correctly. The more correctly you do it, the faster you will see results. Why it's so important. This seemingly insignificant movement actually works the deepest muscles in your body. These muscles surround the blood vessels in your pelvic region. When the muscles work, blood flow to the area increases. More blood means more oxygen and nutrients. At the same time, metabolic waste in the area is eliminated more easily. As a result, the necessary environment for fat burning is created. Scientific research proves that this movement not only strengthens muscles, but also strengthens the connection between your brain and this area. Over time, your brain controls these muscles more easily, and you automatically become more active in your daily life. This seemingly simple movement actually works the deepest abdominal muscles and inner thigh muscles, adductor muscles, in your body together. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Orthopaedic and Sports Physical Therapy showed that pelvic exercises provided 78% activation in the deep abdominal muscles and 62% activation in the inner thigh muscles. Research in the Physical Therapy Journal has proven that regular pelvic and inner thigh exercises normalise regional blood circulation within 4 to 6 weeks. 3. Technique: frog leg, supine frog stretch and squeeze. One of the main reasons inner thigh fat is so stubborn and difficult to lose is the slow lymphatic circulation in this area. The lymphatic system acts like a drainage system that cleanses waste products and excess fluid from the body. Studies show that in sedentary individuals, lymph flow in the inner thigh area slows down by 50 to 60%. This leads to fluid buildup, swelling, and makes fat cells harder to break down. How to perform the exercise. Lie on your back on the floor. Press your soles together and spread your knees out to the sides like a frog's legs. Your knees will fall comfortably toward the floor. Do not force them. In this position, you will feel a slight tension in your inner thighs. Now, we come to the critical part. Without lifting your feet off the floor and keeping your soles pressed together, try to gently squeeze your knees toward each other. But be careful, not with full force, only with 20 to 25% of your capacity, that is, with a very slight contraction, as if there were a soft pillow between your knees and you were squeezing it gently. When you first do this movement, you will feel a slight contraction in your inner thighs, especially in the groin area. Why it's so effective. This movement is frequently used in physical therapy and rehabilitation programs at medical centres because it creates both a stretching and a pumping effect. In this type of movement, known as isometric contraction, your muscles work without shortening, meaning you don't move, but your muscles still contract. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Lymphatic Research showed that isometric inner thigh exercises increase lymph flow by 45 to 55%. During this exercise, your inner thigh muscles squeeze the surrounding lymph vessels like a pump. This allows excess fluid, toxins, and metabolic waste accumulated in the area to be returned to circulation and eliminated from the body. A study published in the International Journal of Sports Medicine found that participants who regularly performed this exercise for 8 weeks experienced a 42% reduction in edema, swelling, in the inner thigh area. As the swelling decreases, fat cells are more easily metabolized and melted away. How to do it? Gently squeeze your inner thighs for 10 seconds using 20 to 25% strength. Continue breathing normally during this time. Do not hold your breath. At the end of 10 seconds, completely relax your muscles and rest for 5 seconds. Your knees will then comfortably fall back to the sides. Repeat this tightening and releasing cycle 10 to 12 times. You can do 2 to 3 sets per day. Aim for a total of 20 to 36 repetitions daily. For best results, do it in the morning and evening. I have an important question for you. Do you think artificial intelligence could replace doctors in the future? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If it does, could they offer definitive solutions for treatment? I look forward to your great ideas. 2. Technique. Modern sumo squat and lying inner thigh lift. Before moving on to the second technique, let me share a fact with you. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research shows that the sumo squat activates your inner thigh muscles significantly more than traditional squats. What does this mean? If you really want to work your inner thigh muscles, you should do sumo squats. The modern sumo squat technique is very simple but extremely effective. Sumo squats and traditional squats target similar lower body muscles, but sumo squats activate the inner thigh muscles more than front or back squats. How do you do it? Stand with your feet about 1.5 to 2 times wider than shoulder width apart. Turn your toes out about 45 degrees. Cross your arms over your chest or hold a water bottle. Now, pay attention. This is important. As you squat down, push your hips forward and make sure your knees are pointing in the same direction as your toes. Lower yourself until you're parallel to the floor. Then push up through your heels to stand back up. That's it. But you will feel a burning sensation in your inner thighs as you perform this simple movement. This is normal. The inner thighs are the muscles that pull the legs toward each other and play a vital role in running, jumping, and lateral movements. According to scientific research, the wide foot position in sumo squats changes muscle engagement, working the glutes and inner thigh muscles more while reducing stress on the lower back compared to traditional squats. So you're working your inner thighs while protecting your lower back. It's a win-win. How many reps should you do? If you're doing bodyweight squats, aim for 3 sets of 10 reps. If you want to add weight, start small. If you've done strength training in the past, a good rule of thumb is to add 4 to 8 kilograms, but don't rush. Learn to do the movement correctly first. Now I'm moving on to another technique. Lying inner thigh lifts. The lying inner thigh lift is a bodyweight exercise that strengthens your inner thigh muscles. These muscles are often skipped in leg day exercises, but they are important for stabilising the hips and generating power in pushing movements like squats and leg presses. How is it done? Lie on your side with your hips stacked so your body doesn't roll forward or backward. Bend your upper leg and place your foot in front of your lower leg. Place your upper hand on your chest for balance. Engage your core and lift your lower leg toward the ceiling, focusing on using your inner thigh muscles. Hold at the top of the movement and squeeze your inner thigh muscles, then slowly lower back down. Why is this movement so important? This movement strengthens your inner thigh muscles by working against gravity, promoting muscle strengthening and improved hip balance. It looks simple, but it has a big impact. Do 10 to 15 repetitions on each side. Now, a question for you. Are you pushing yourself during these exercises, or are you staying in your comfort zone? Because for muscle growth, you need to challenge your muscles a bit. Don't forget to like the video so I can see you pushing yourself. 1. Technique: lymphatic drainage, massage and nutrition. Yes, we've come to our last technique. Lymphatic drainage massage is a gentle form of massage designed to reduce swelling in your body and facilitate the removal of toxins from your lymph nodes. This technique is particularly effective when performed after exercise. The most effective technique for lymphatic drainage massage is manual lymphatic drainage. This massage technique improves the natural flow of lymph fluid in the body using gentle, slow, and rhythmic pumping techniques. The pressure should be light and should not cause redness on the skin. Now, pay attention. This is very important. You are not doing deep tissue massage, just stretching the skin. How is lymphatic drainage performed on the inner thigh? Begin by stretching the skin on the inside of your inner thigh, outward and upward, toward your upper thigh. Move your hands down your leg and repeat this stretching motion above. Imagine an invisible line down the middle of your inner thigh. You are drawing the fluid from the upper part of the leg, from the inside out. We are directing all the fluid toward the armpit. Do this 15 times. Manual lymph drainage should ideally be performed for 10 to 15 minutes per day. You don't need to do it every day, but you will see good results if you do it 3 to 4 times a week. Recommendations for manual lymph massage after cosmetic procedures consist of manual lymph massage 2 to 3 times a week during the first 3 to 4 weeks of recovery. There is a trick to performing this massage. If you add deep breathing, you will help pump the fluid back to your heart using your diaphragm muscle. So, take a deep breath while massaging, letting your belly expand. As you exhale, gently press on your belly. This creates a double effect. Now I'm going to give you some very important information. There are 3 essential foods that increase the effectiveness of these exercises. They are all affordable, inexpensive, and available in supermarkets. The first is cucumber. Cucumber has a high water content, making it an excellent natural diuretic food. It is also low in calories and high in fibre. Half a cucumber a day is enough for you. Second food, watermelon. Watermelon has a very high water content, 92%. It contains an amino acid called citrulline, which relaxes blood vessels, reducing pressure against the walls. This reduced water pressure prevents water from accumulating in the tissue, which causes swelling. Not in summer, but when you find it in the market, eat a slice of watermelon. The last food is beetroot. Beetroot is rich in potassium and balances sodium-induced bloating in the body. In fact, a cup of beetroot contains more potassium, fibre and protein than a medium-sized banana and fewer calories. Add it to salads or boil it. Now, listen carefully, these are not miracle foods. A low-sodium diet can help reduce water retention. For most people, this usually means eating less than 2,000 milligrams of sodium per day. So no matter how many cucumbers you eat, if you're eating salty snacks, you won't see results. Exercise helps the body eliminate excess water. A workout also stimulates blood flow and improves circulation, which reduces fluid buildup throughout the body, especially in the legs and feet. So exercise plus proper nutrition equals results. Now, let's return to the question in front of the mirror. I asked, what do you feel when you look at your inner thighs? Now answer, shame, sadness, or hope. Because now you know, you've learned the 4 techniques. You also know the 3 cheap foods. Tell me what you feel in the comments. 30 days. I'm giving you just 30 days. 15 minutes every day. Pelvic alignment in the morning. Sumo squats and lying leg lifts in the afternoon. Frog legs and lymphatic massage in the evening. It's that simple. But you have to do it. Every day. No excuses. I know you're older, yes, it's hard. But you need to know this. After 30 days, you'll stand in front of the mirror and smile. Because your inner thighs will be slimmer. Your clothes will fit more comfortably. Your confidence will have grown. Now I'm challenging you, the 30-day inner thigh slimming program. Save this video. Come back every day, watch the techniques and do them. Write day 1 complete in the comments section. Then day 2, day 3, and so on until you write day 30, I did it. And on that day, you'll share a photo. But remember, you're not alone. Look at these comments and see how many people are starting with you. You'll all do it together. You'll support each other. Because together we are stronger. Remember, age is just a number. Being in your 50s, 60s or 70s doesn't mean you can't change. It's never too late to change. Start today. Start now. Get up. Do the first exercise. Pelvic alignment. 10 reps. Come on, join me. And one last thing. Believe in yourself. Your body is capable of miracles. Just give it a chance. Give it 30 days. You won't regret it. See you soon. Let's meet in the next video. And remember, you are valuable, you are special, and you deserve this. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel for more change.